All right, welcome everybody to episode 6 of the Super Smash Show podcast. Today is a very, very exciting episode, and I am joined by a lovely panel of guests. To my left, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Kayla the cow.
And then we have the king to
Hello, I'm Lord Farquaad.
the left. And then?
I'm Soen. I'm a Pikachu this year.
Yes, a Pikachu.
Pikachu.
And I'm a bottle of ketchup, because it's Halloween. We are recording this on Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody out there. If you're watching in YouTube land, you'll probably be watching a day late, so it's no longer Halloween. But we're having fun in our costumes today. But there's so much news to discuss, we figured we had to put aside some time and record our usual stuff. But note, we are going to have an additional bonus episode tomorrow. That is Thursday. Tomorrow being the day of the Smash Direct. Mm-hmm. So come back tomorrow if you'd like to see our reactions and our discussion for the content that's revealed tomorrow. But before we get to that, today we have a big bit of a news roundup we'd like to discuss. We're also going to go through some predictions. But last week, you might remember, we were discussing the Grinch leaks, as they're now known to be called. And we'd like to continue talking about some of those. So I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with the Grinch leaks.
I'm very familiar with the Grinch leaks.
All right, to catch you guys up to speed, there was a employee for a French advertising firm who took a Snapchat picture, or his name is in the Snapchat picture, rather, and that has caused the Snapchat picture contains some promotional art for Smash Ultimate, and there's some new characters in that art, and people are starting to extrapolate whether or not it's real or not. So who are the characters in that? We have Banjo-Kazooie, that's the one on it.
Yeah, it was Banjo, the Chorus Kids, I think.
Yep, that's right.
Mock Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow.
Yep,
Shadow, Ken,
Gino.
Gino. Isaac, yeah.
Isaac.
And I think that's all.
And I think
Right.
Master Chief is in there.
Master Chief was in there. There's a later picture that
Yeah.
updated.
Yeah. So I don't know. I had a different panel with me this week. First of all, what do you guys think of the Grinch leaks overall?
I think it's hilarious.
Fake.
Think it's fake?
I think
it's funny.
I think
Funny.
they're pretty credible.
Credible?
Yeah.
I definitely think it's fake, but I definitely think it's hilarious.
So what makes you think it's credible? Like,
Well, you know, so it comes from France, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really. I don't really tend to like disbelieve the French. So
Are you in character tonight?
Listen, peasant. Actually, the reason I think it's credible is because of the source it's coming from, which would be from I believe it was a marketing company or something that worked under Bandai Namco, and they have heavy involvement in this game. So I feel like there's a couple things besides that, but like one of the big tells for me is the fact that it is coming from a source that would have to some degree access to information about the game that we wouldn't. Mm-hmm. And it's not like, oh, my dad works for Nintendo, or like, like, oh, my uncle is a soccer guy, and he showed me all the characters, and it's Steve from Minecraft. It's not like something like that. Like this feels a lot more legit, especially when you like analyze the art and you see how difficult it would be to create such a league.
Sure.
Especially if you like, I remember seeing a post on Reddit, which was showing that some of the art, like the already made renders of prior characters, have been like slightly adjusted.
Sure. So you're saying it's all unique art that
all
was
the art
created from scratch?
Yeah. So I just feel like it'd be a lot of work to put in just to fool a bunch of people on the internet. I don't know. If it's fake, I'll stand corrected.
Of course.
But
I know you think it's fake. What do you
I think someone would totally go through all the trouble to dupe out everyone.
I mean, there is precedent. Last time with Smash for Wii U, we had the Rayman leak, the supposed Rayman leak, and that was an extremely convincing video of Rayman being in the game, and the entire video, which means frame by frame, was created like that to fool people into thinking Rayman's in the game. That's a lot of work right there. So probably more than this, which is just a blurry image.
Yeah, I remember reading something that the guy's name that was in the Snapchat hadn't worked at the company for years too.
That's right.
And
so
they debunked that.
That's one of the reasons I want to bring it back up today. Is I want to kind of readdress some of the stuff we found out since last week. So one of the things that we did find out in a press release from the company themselves, and I keep forgetting the name of the company, but
I don't remember.
It's a non-detail. They put out a press release saying that the employee in question has not worked there in 2 years. So it's interesting that that's an interesting detail that might lead you to believe, oh, somebody just pulled a name out of a hat from this credible source to kind of lend credibility.
Yeah.
To make they planted the seed, so to speak. So they might have been throwing this guy under the bus in order to bolster the effectiveness of the leak. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and also the fact that it's very blurry. So that's kind of like, all right, and it looks definitely photoshopped. Like that picture of Sonic on the side was just
Shadow.
like, yes, Shadow on the side was
pretty
just like,
much Sonic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that, and also it's right before the direct, so I think they might be trying to just throw it in there to get us all hyped up, and
Yeah, the timing is all too convenient, right?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking like this is just an aside, but I was thinking like, oh, the leak came out and now there's a direct. You might even think Nintendo is kind of responding to this leak. They're like, okay, I thought the direct would be later, like maybe a week or two later than this.
I could see them building up the hype a month before, because it is a month and a week before the game's coming out.
Right.
I would have predicted the direct happening around this time anyway.
Okay, I was wondering like maybe they were like, people are starting to figure it out on their own. Maybe
I
we
also
have to.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting everything this time. I think they're saving one or two things for the end.
You think so?
Yeah, I could be wrong. I have no idea.
I think Sakura actually said though he wants to space it out. Like,
Yeah,
He did say
Up
that he wanted
until-
to slow down the reveals of the characters. So I wonder how many.
I think we're only getting one or two.
Well, this
This-
is the final direct.
They
apparently.
did confirm this is the final direct.
Yeah.
So he said he wanted to space it out, but then now we're getting just one more direct. So it's weird.
Which would be, if you think about it, it'd be kind of strange for the pacing because this leak implies that there are 7
Right.
characters we're getting,
And the last
we're gonna
direct
get
had
7.
like
well, the
what,
last one had
4?
1.
He said
Well,
he weren't
yes,
getting
yes.
too
But,
many
like-
anyway.
Right. So
See-
that's one of the things that makes me not believe this more than anything else is the sheer number of characters.
I've heard of rumors that Isaac was supposed to be in the last direct, and it was because of the earthquake that happened that they ended up changing plans.
Interesting. Yeah, that did change the timing of that
yeah.
announcement.
Yeah, so it's possible that some more stuff that then was intended is getting crammed into this one. But still, like 7 characters in one direct is kind of crazy.
It's especially crazy when Sakurai himself said that he wants to, like he said, don't tamper your expectations. We're slowing down now.
And how many do we have already? 7 or 8, I think.
New characters
we have-
confirmed.
Daisy, Crom, Isabel, Richter, Simon, Ridley, King K. Rool,
Yeah, to have
And Dark Samus.
Dark Samus.
Which, by the way, that makes 4 echoes.
I
So-
don't think they care about that distinction when they're talking about new characters.
I
I think it's just a backdoor to let new characters in,
yeah.
to get people hyped for it, with minimal work.
I think to a degree that at least when they're announcing the Echo characters, they don't get as much attention in terms of like
Yeah.
trailer and details
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yes.
So like if they were going to fit 7 characters into tomorrow's direct, for example,
would be hard.
obvious echoes would be like Shadow and Ken.
Sure.
So I feel like they wouldn't get much screen time. And
But
there,
that's
there
still
has
5 characters.
there has been a direct that showed 4 characters that revealed 4 of them.
I guess that's
I
possible.
believe I think it was with Simon? It was a
Simon, Richter, King K.
King
Rool,
K. Rool, and I believe there was another.
Crom. I think
yeah,
Crom
it
was in
Crom.
that
There
one.
was 4 in one direct.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
2 of those are echoes.
2 of those are echoes, yeah.
Right.
So it will be tough, but I think they can do it. It just depends on how real this leak is. So, I mean, I've been a big opponent of believing this leak since the beginning. I was recently watching Omni did a breakdown of the art that was revealed. One of the
Sure.
biggest credibility factors of this Grinch leak was the aspect of the leak that contained just the empty stage with no characters, and people were thinking, he couldn't have possibly fabricated that from scratch because he would have needed to see behind the characters that are in the render.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was for a while one of the biggest things to believe, reasons to believe the leak. But we, by pouring through a lot of official resources, we actually found the empty stage render with no characters on it.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that render does not match the Grinch leak. So
it's fake.
So the fact that it was so hard to find the official render means that maybe the Grinch leaker thought it didn't exist, made it up from scratch, kind of filled in the blanks on like the final destination. And he was like, I'll just draw a straight line here where there was King K. Rool. And like in reality, there's actually like a little crystal or like a little like this
Well, are the inconsistencies like just like stuff that should be there that isn't? Like there should be like crystals coming out of the ground that aren't?
Yeah, that's the kind of inconsistencies we're
Okay.
talking about here. And it's not like a perfect proof of like this must be fake because maybe official art changes over time. Maybe when we started maybe the way the it's actually Battlefield. It's not Final Destination.
Okay,
that's a detail. That doesn't matter. Maybe this Battlefield render, maybe the stage itself has changed over time during development.
Sure.
It could also be possible that, for example, one question I have is where did the render come from? Like, where did the official one come from?
So the official one was found. The official one was found. Where was it found? It was found in like a. He had to stitch it together, but it was found in like one of the Treehouse Live, like a "We'll be right back" kind of screen. Or
I know what
like
you
that.
mean. Yeah.
It may be different than the promotional
Yeah.
artwork, and I also think that maybe the one that's used for this in this case may not have to be as detailed if it's getting covered by all these characters.
Yeah.
Sure,
there's no necessity to paint crystals into it.
It's also difficult because you might the picture we have is going through Snapchat filters and then it's being processed and like now it's a JPEG that's like compressed and like
that's true.
We could lose details. Those crystals might just be there and hard to see.
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
So-
people were saying that about the pose, like characters changing position slightly.
Yep.
They were pinning that on the blurriness and like the general like not clearness of the picture rather than
it could
an
play,
actual.
It could play tricks on your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
The other leak that we had to discuss this week was something that came out of Japan. So there was, I forget the name of the company, but I have it written down here. So there was a Japanese retailer, GEO, or Geo, I don't know which. And they received, this is all a rumor, this is all potential leaks, so take this with a grain of salt. We don't know how real this is. But they received a promotional pamphlet with information about the game. And that information that they revealed to everybody was about an online mode that, quote, features up to 32 players. I don't know if it's at once. I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah.
It sounds like it could be a tournament.
So yeah, the two leading theories are like, is this a battle royale mode with 32 players on the screen?
That'd be awful.
Which would just be crazy.
Fortnite confirmed.
Yeah,
It could be a scrolling stage.
It could be. I mean,
but
this could be something completely new that we've never seen, or it could be something that makes a lot of sense, like a tournament mode. And a 32-man tournament is a perfect size bracket, so it makes a good deal of sense. Thoughts?
Yeah, tournament mode would be awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like if they made it like a battle royale type of thing, that would just be lag city, and that would just be a complete mess. So I don't know about that.
If they had like a battle royale mode, it would have to be on a map that was like Smash Run.
yeah, they'd
yeah.
have to
It
make
would have to be like a big map. Or
I
like
could also see that too.
Yeah, I could see it
For sure.
happening. If there was like a Smash Run online mode where you could have 32
Yeah.
players in at once, I could totally see that being a thing. As a matter of fact, I think that'd be really fun.
So here's I don't want to get too ahead because of this. We're going to have predictions later in the show, but one relevant prediction to this idea is we've seen the new way sudden death works in the game. So
I haven't seen that. How does that?
So the new way sudden death works in Smash Ultimate, rather than bombs dropping, the screen shrinks in, and thus the blast zones shrink in.
Oh, I did
That's
see,
cool.
Yeah, I did see
Yes, which reminds me very much of like battle royale style games where the blast zones start shrinking in on you, right?
Yep.
So, given a big enough stage
You could do that too.
with shrinking in blast zones, maybe that could force some action with 32 players. I don't know. I think it's possible. I don't think people should write it off just because 32 is the right amount for a tournament.
It is an
32
interesting
could end
idea.
up being the maximum they could support too.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine 100.
I do think,
Yeah,
though,
no.
like, having an online tournament mode has been something that's been very necessary for, like, a while now, and they just haven't had it.
The tournament modes in Smash have always been pretty bad.
Yeah.
So,
Right, but, after Mario Tennis, we see how the tournament mode online works.
yeah,
Like,
Mario Tennis tournament mode is actually very good. Actually, on the
Yeah.
screen behind us, Trevor pulled up the thing I'm talking about here, where the screen shrinks in. It's actually pretty cool. It makes sudden death look really fun. Like,
Oh, I see it with the flames.
yeah, and like the screen just zooming in, and like, imagine this for a battle royale. It actually makes almost perfect sense, given a
Yeah.
big enough stage,
Sure,
like,
yeah.
it's-
So
I think that's like very credible to support like the battle bus, like Fortnite leaks.
yeah.
That would like Fortnite characters are getting in the game.
That'd be awful. I'm just gonna say straight up. That'd be absolutely terrible.
The taunt is
Absolutely
the dance,
terrible.
I'm really looking forward to that.
No.
I'd very much like that.
I'd rather have Steve.
Hey man, I'd rather have
No.
both. I'd rather have both. Let's get Roblox in there. Let's get you know, while we're at it, let's get like Troll Face Man, like Nine Gag Man. You know?
I want a Tetris piece.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's get Goku.
that should be the new like sudden death, where like a Tetris piece just falls on you.
Yeah,
and
Stop.
kills you.
Trevor, take that off.
Now we're really talking about these third parties. This is where it's going to get really juicy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's already a lot of third parties in Smash, and you know, I think one of these new games, whether it's Fortnite or whether it's Minecraft, I think one of them's gonna end up sneaking its way in somehow.
I hope.
If Cloud can get in as a DLC character, then I think anybody can make it.
I think
Cloud
Cloud
was
has
your-
a lot
Cloud
more
was-
like shot at getting
Yeah.
in Smash than Steve from Minecraft.
Steve from Minecraft has
Yeah.
outsold, I'm sure, like every Final Fantasy game combined. I'm
Yeah,
sure. Like,
that's probably true.
It
But
has
I don't know
it has no
why.
history with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy has history on the Nintendo.
Minecraft's on the
console.
DS and the Switch, maybe.
Is it?
I think so.
That's new though.
So
Can we get these noobs out of here? Can we not get Steve invading my?
yeah, Minecraft
invading my
sales
Smash
144 million across all platforms. Like, this game has been an influential game. That's huge, you know.
It's just Legos.
I mean,
Legos has been around for a while, man. Like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
the only other news roundup thing that I wanted to discuss was Evo's announcement today that they were going to be back in 2019. Obviously, that's a pretty big deal. You were at the last Evo.
Yes, I was. I was at the last Evo. I'm down about $2,000 from hitting the blackjack tables
Yeah.
nearby. I did enter the tournament as well, surprisingly.
Yep.
And whoever the Marth was out there that got four stock by me, I'm sorry, man. I had to do it.
Yeah.
I did Falcon Punch you as well. I'm sorry
Oh.
about that as well. It's going to happen, though. You sit down with me at the setup, you're going to have to get the King's Sword. Anyway.
So, I mean,
I did go 2-2. Not very good.
That's better. That's better than most of the
No,
players. Though.
that's
Evo
better
was,
than half the players.
yeah.
Right? Statistically, that's how that works.
It's gotta be. I think. Yeah.
look, Evo was cool. What was the news? Is Melee not coming back to Evo?
So the
I-
news that's really worth discussing is that Ultimate has been confirmed in attendance, right?
Ooh.
Smash 4 has not been, and
Thank
Melee has
God.
not been.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's pretty logical that Ultimate would replace Smash 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no way they're not going to include Melee. Like, it's still alive
That's
and
what
kicking.
I think, but Evo's got a lot of games.
If Mango retires before Evo, Melee's gone.
I could see for the first year after Smash Ultimate's release, no Melee. And they're just
True.
they're gonna plug Smash Ultimate.
Sure.
And after the hype kind of settles in, maybe they're going to look into adding more games. Maybe there's going to be a little bit of an outcry from people for Melee to be at Evo. Although I don't really see that happening because I don't think Evo has been the go-to tournament for Melee Super Majors. It's kind of had a lot of issues with the
Best of 3
Melee,
format.
yeah, best
like
of 3
all that.
format, and you know, it's not. It doesn't feel as legitimate of a win as like Genesis or like any of those. You know, if you win Evo, it used to be a big deal. Not so much anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the community outcry is not going to be as big as I think. But I would like to see. I think my prediction for this year is that they're going to just do Smash Ultimate though.
I think it's a safe prediction. What do you think?
Yeah, I actually, now that I think about it like that, like, they want to plug Smash Ultimate more.
Evo does have a fairly direct involvement with Nintendo, so
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that whatever Nintendo wants is what they're going to get, and if they say take some focus off Melee for a year or two, then
Yeah.
maybe it will happen. I don't know. I guess we'll see soon. They're probably going to be announcing their full schedule very shortly, but I don't know.
I'm guessing like they also need room for like Soul Calibur 6 is probably going to be in
Yeah.
there.
I love Soul
I
Calibur
do.
6, and I hope it makes
I
it
love
in.
it.
I haven't
really
played
do.
it yet.
It's a lot of fun. Trevor has played it a little bit as well, Trev. It's a lot of jank.
Is Keelik good?
Trevor gives the thumbs up. Yes,
Keelik
Keelik
is
is
good.
very good.
Keelik is good.
He has a ring out confirmed from center stage.
That's wild.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Oh, you
It needs
should-
a very specific setup.
you
but
should
it's-
play
Keelik
my,
was my man when I played. Yeah.
You like my custom characters. I made a lot of custom characters.
I'm sure.
I saw your Sonic the Hedgehog.
You saw my Sonic the Hedgehog, really buff Sonic with what was it? What's her name? Tira with the ring, the big
Yep.
ring.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
You see my Yoshi Lizard Man?
Have you seen the
Oh.
Kirby that was floating around?
I did.
Oh, I
like
saw
that.
that
was
one.
horrifying.
Speaking of
Horrifying.
which, off top. I mean, we're still off topic on Soul Calibur, but 2B for the DLC. I got the season pass. You sold me.
It's a pretty solid DLC choice. I think it's
yeah.
going to bring in a lot of players that would have never picked up the game before. So
Yeah.
If they put it on the Switch, they'll put Link in it.
Nier is great.
please,
So
please. I need my no, he wasn't my main. I need my secondary. Well, I'm never getting my main back. My boy Necrid's is never coming back.
Necrid's gone?
Oh yeah, he's been gone. He's owned by the guy that owns Spawn.
I only played 2. It's the only one I had.
We need Heihachi back in there as a guest character. So we get a melee character because there's no one that uses fists.
Yeah.
So I can't make Captain Falcon.
Yo, I could see randomly putting Captain Falcon in.
That'd be amazing. That would be. Well, he needs to have some sort of weapon. That's the theme of the game, I guess.
That's the
right?
thing. Well, yeah.
He has a gun.
Soul Calibur is all about
Dead.
He does have a gun. That's true.
All right, well, speaking of guest characters, I guess it's time we move on to the meat of the show. We have a direct tomorrow, and it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct. It's gonna be 40 minutes long.
I can't watch.
It's like
Why not?
It's like a
I
whole class.
have a test at 10:30.
Tell your teacher.
I have a test at 10:30.
Tell your teacher Sakurai said you have to watch.
my professor won't be there.
All right, so you know the move.
Then neither will you.
Sakurai
I would like to take this exam.
Go to the page where the direct's gonna happen. Bookmark it.
Oh no, yeah,
You
I'm
go
gonna watch
right
it.
there.
I'm gonna watch it after, but
Yeah, but like have it bookmarked so you can avoid any
yeah.
spoilers of like Googling
Yeah,
it.
that's what
'cause-
I've done in the past as well. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna just I'm going to class. I'm gonna be there for 30 minutes. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna pretend I have a stomach cramp, and I'm gonna sit in my car so that if anything hype happens, I can jump
You
up
can
and
scream.
scream.
You can scream.
And
Hit your head on the
people-
roof, you know.
People can look
Ow.
through the window of my car and see me flipping out for no reason.
You're gonna
and
still be
wondering-
wearing the King outfit, right?
Of course I will.
Yeah.
This is just all 3 of us dressed up today. This dude just showed up like this. He was here every day like this, you know.
I actually
Yeah.
dress like this every day.
Yeah,
if you're
it's
wondering.
really weird.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna lead off with a prediction character that kind of relates to what we were just talking about. I think we are going to get a Soul Calibur character of some kind.
Voldo.
Please. This is all for a lot of my predictions are going to assume that the Grinch leaks are incorrect. So that being said, I think since Namco Bandai developed Soul Calibur 6 and it's their new game and it's the new hotness, they're going to want to. I mean, it's about time they pay us back for when we lent them Link, right? Like.
That's true.
I
That's
mean-
actually
Give
a
us
really
Link
good
again.
point.
Yeah.
Nightmare. I could see Nightmare being the choice. for
I
that.
think Nightmare makes the most sense.
What if we get Voldo? How do you react to that?
Voldo doesn't
How do you
really-
react to
No,
Voldo existing
no,
in
He's like,
Smash?
he's
Smash?
gonna like hump in the air and like
That
he's
is
gonna do like a lot of weird.
He's, like,
weird
rolling
stuff.
around.
He's gonna do a lot of weird stuff.
I think Nightmare is the choice.
That's
I think,
probably. Yeah.
I think your other option. You're not getting Ivy. Ivy would never happen.
Oh no.
No. It's gonna be Nightmare, or it's gonna be Siegfried, or it's gonna be like a character like that. Like
I want Cervantes.
that would be really cool.
Cervantes
I
would
don't
be
think
really
that's
cool.
happening
It's not gonna
either.
happen.
He's got a. I mean, maybe a character like Sophidia or like Talum or something. but
Talon would be cool. She's the one with the.
I don't know what these are called, but
Yeah, that was
those things.
I've
Yeah,
only
yeah.
seen them in Soul Calibur.
Maxi. is possible?
Maxie would be wild.
I think that'd be cool, but I don't think he's up there in terms of like brand representation.
No, brand representation. It's Nightmare and Siegfried.
Yeah,
I think
Nightmare,
that's-
Siegfried, and kind of like I think Ivy's the third most known
Ivy,
character,
yeah.
but she's not making
No,
it
no,
in.
no.
So after that, who do you go?
Voldo.
Yeah,
You go for Voldo. you put Voldo in Smash.
I don't know. So that's my prediction. What do you guys got? Well, first of all, do you think it's plausible? Like,
I think it's plausible,
Well-
but I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't
none of
know
us
about
know. None of us know.
The
but,
thing is, like, I just don't see it because I don't buy it unless Soul Calibur is released for the Switch.
that's a good point.
That if it crosses over, then I see us getting Voldo. But if we don't get it, then I don't see Soul Calibur.
I don't know because like Namco already has their foothold, and it seemed like with Pac-Man, Namco was very restrictive of how they wanted Pac-Man represented in the game.
That's
For example,
true.
The color changes are very, very limited.
Yes.
So I feel like Namco's kind of strict with what they want.
Maybe very strict about Voldo. Very
Voldo is
limited.
not happening.
Yeah.
We're getting Nightmare or nothing. Maybe
let's-
Siegfried.
Assuming the Grinch leaks aren't real, I think that's credible, or rather, it's like possible.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
plausible. My money is probably going to be on Marcus Phoenix
Who?
from Gears of War,
Come
and,
on.
and Soap from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Come on.
While we're at it, Now that I think about it, I think Doom Guy.
Your Highness,
guy.
Your Highness,
Doom
I need
Guy
a real.
is a big possibility.
Your Highness, I need a real prediction.
Do you want Gandhi
Okay.
from Civ too? 'Cause
Gandhi-
Civ is on the Switch.
Gandhi is a. Okay.
It's canon. Civ is on the Switch. With Civ is coming in 2 weeks. We're getting Gandhi in Smash.
No, we are not. That is not happening.
So let me.
Genghis Khan would be hype. You can't even deny it.
These are all things that would be really cool that aren't happening.
Okay.
Do you think
so
Gandhi would be cool?
All right. Do you have a real prediction for me? Because these
All
guys
right.
are jokes.
I have a real one.
Are we
after
going
this.
with characters or just
Sure,
overall?
let's start with characters.
All right, characters. So I really feel like anything could happen, so I'm just going to go with what I want, but also like that are probably plausible too. Bandana D, because we have the new Kirby coming out in 2019, so that would be awesome.
Another new Kirby?
Yeah, Kirby's Epic Yarn too.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that, and I definitely want Banjo and Kazooie. So I hope that if the Grinch leak is real, then we're definitely getting that, which would be awesome. Sora,
Well, the problem with those two predictions is that
they clash.
they're clashing.
Yeah,
If the Grinch leaks are real,
then
you're
there's no
not going to
Bandana
get Bandana
yeah.
D, at least right away.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
I think I'd rather have Banjo Kazooie as much as I love Kirby characters, but
Fair.
So Sora as well, you said?
Sora, I think, would be maybe actually my number one choice if that would be possible. I think that if we can get Cloud, we can get Sora, and if Sora's a character, I think he would be awesome.
I actually think Sora makes more sense than Cloud, because if you think of the nature of his games, Sora is his games are all crossover games.
Yes.
He's visiting other worlds.
Yeah.
So him being in Smash makes 100% sense.
In lore, it does. But now let's talk about who owns Sora.
It's
Yeah,
Disney.
in legal terms. Yeah.
So this game is already like a legal nightmare. Now you have
Sure.
to deal with Disney. You have to deal with the fact that Nintendo is signing a deal. This is getting pretty deep, but Nintendo is currently signing a deal with Universal Studios to make their theme park.
yeah.
Disney's gonna be like, no thanks, we're not gonna work with you right now.
And it really shoots down my idea of Mr. Potato Head being in Smash. I'm really, it's
Slinky Dog.
That's
Yeah.
what I should have been instead of
It's
ketchup.
killing
I
me.
should have been Mr. Potato Head.
It's really killing me. Or the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually one
He's
of our
just Rex,
predictions
I think.
later. One of our later. Here, if you could just move a little bit that way. So one of our predictions is Rex.
Oh.
He's in there.
When did that?
Here's a legitimate prediction. Assuming the Grinch leaks are real,
Yeah.
I think Monster Hunter as a character may be getting saved for DLC or may have been cut. Because it seems like there is a Monster Hunter stage and there is a Monster Hunter stage boss in the game.
That's an excellent
But
point.
there's no character. And I feel like that character would be a shoo-in for Smash Brothers.
Sure.
And there had to have been some consideration, because every single Smash game has characters that get cut and they're considered and they
Sure.
don't make the cut. James Bond was considered to be added to Melee and he didn't make the cut.
true.
There's not evidence of that in game, but for example, Mach Rider, the Mach Rider theme remained in Melee. Assuming the Grinch leaks are true, Mach Rider's getting into this one. And so there's evidence, there's always stuff left behind, is what I'm saying. And I feel like Monster Hunter might be one of those things. I could see Monster Hunter being a character at some point in the future.
Well, I mean, Monster Hunter is a character in what is it? The Marvel Infinite.
Oh yeah.
There's.
Link was in Soul
Precedent.
Calibur, but he's still in Smash.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's precedent for
No.
the franchise, the Monster Hunter franchise, being represented in fighting games. So maybe
Right.
they'll try it in Smash too. I don't know. It's a good
Capcom's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
We could also get Dante for all we know, which
From
Oh,
Dante's
yeah, that'd be
Inferno.
cool.
I wouldn't be totally against. I would not be against Dante Bayonetta. I mean,
Yeah.
remember when Smash used to be like Mario versus Donkey Kong? And
Now it's gonna be Voldo
it's
versus
it's
Bayonetta.
yeah, like
Voldo outta here.
Voldo,
It's not
Bayonetta, Solid Snake, and
Ivy Valentine.
And Kirby, all on the
Yeah.
same screen.
yeah, not even Kirby.
Off topic, I think-
Banjo-Kazooie.
I think in the next reveal trailer, Kirby's the one to die. He's gone.
Oh,
Sakurai will not do that.
Yes, he
No.
will.
No.
He will do it just to avoid being accused of protecting
Favoritism?
Kirby from dying.
well, let's think about who it's been
Kirby
so far.
cannot.
It has been.
too
Kirby,
powerful.
Kirby has killed.
Kirby cannot
God-
die, but Mega Man,
gods.
Mario, and Luigi can.
They are mere mortals
Yes.
compared to
Sakurai
Kirby.
has killed DDD. K-Roll whacked DDD.
Cole King,
into
yeah,
oblivion.
K-Roll whack. Oh, maybe I'm still thinking Kirby.
It's been Mario, Mega Man, Luigi, DDD.
But DDD's not Kirby, and Kirby's too powerful.
Kirby
So-
will die, and
Kirby,
it will be by Voldo's hand thing.
Yes.
you're really set on this Voldo thing. I don't think it's gonna happen, bro.
I
I'm
wanted
sorry.
to. I wanted
sorry
to.
to break the
You
news
can,
to you.
you can
Voldo.
Yeah.
you can will it into reality if you believe hard enough.
I mean, I don't want it to happen, but I wouldn't oppose it if it did. Like, if there was a leak saying Voldo's in Smash, I would be for it.
Can we get the Dragonborn in Smash
The
Bros?
Dragonborn.
from Skyrim.
From Skyrim. Can we get the Dragonborn? Oh, Todd Howard. Make a guest appearance in Smash Bros. If you want. For those who don't know who he is the maker of your beloved game, Skyrim, the game that is released.
I like how
12
you're
times.
talking directly to him, like he's watching.
Todd, my man.
Toddy,
Toddy, boy, baby.
Toddy Howie.
Come into Smash Bros, dude. They don't let me
He has, like,
threatening him.
They don't let me customize the Mii's anymore. I can't make you in Smash Bros, man.
It's such
Just
a
come
shame.
on in. Come on in.
Make him in
strike
Soul
up a deal.
Calibur.
I have actually.
Of course you have.
Yes, I actually.
should have been
I have already
prepared
made a
for that.
Todd
What does he
Howard
look
in Soul
like?
Todd Howard, I guess.
I mean, sure.
guess he
Someone,
looked like-
I don't know if someone out there wants to pull up Todd Howard, but I have made him in Soul Calibur.
that-
Why do we have Vault?
I gave him Geralt's moveset, and I go online with my swords and my dragon shouts, and
You Fusro die your opponents.
I Fusro die everybody, and when I win, I spam block for taunt. I think it's really funny.
My real wants are Chrono. Because Chrono Trigger is a great legacy game. One of the greatest games ever. And then the kid from Bastion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Bastion's one of my favorite indie games. Probably my favorite indie game.
So what is Bastion?
It's
Overwatch.
It's not. It's kind of like a run around beat 'em up. It's like a 2D world. Everything's hand painted. All the aesthetics are really cool. The music's really good.
Yeah.
And you're the kid, and there's a calamity, and you have to repiece the world and rebuild the world.
Is it on a Nintendo platform?
They just put it on the Switch. They
Really?
just put they put it on the Switch. Transistor, the Supergiant Games, is that dev. They just put Transistor on the Switch tomorrow, and then they'll probably port their third game over to it. They only have 3 games.
That's really neat, actually. I did not know that.
Bastion's one of my favorite games.
Bastion's great. Yep.
He would fit right in because he's got a hammer and he's got all kinds of weapons he can choose from because he gets different weapons.
If we're talking indie characters, I think Hollow Knight is also a really good fit, especially
Yeah.
because of the recent release on Switch.
Right.
So
I don't know. I figured the best indie character that would have made it in would have been Shovel Knight, and
Yeah.
he got
the assist trophy. That's the
Yeah.
best an indie character's ever gotten in Smash.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm surprised that even.
But I'm saying he had the best chance. Yeah, he has an amiibo.
No,
Like-
there's no way we're.
Imagine getting a
we're not
Voldo
getting-
amiibo. That'd be wild. What would that look like? Would it be animatronic? Would it move like Voldo
mid,
does?
like mid-worm, you know?
But we're
Oh,
not
okay.
getting an indie.
Oh yeah,
rep in
flexible.
Smash
It
Bros.
has to be
Yeah,
flexible.
yeah.
Like the Breath of the Wild Guardian amiibo. It has to be like a flexible, bendable.
My real prediction, I still think Black Knight from Fire Emblem X Games gets in because they need more villains.
They don't need more Fire Emblem
I
characters.
know they don't
in
need more
general.
Fire. I think he gets in as an echo for Ike, which is why Crom's on Roy.
Okay.
Just for a villain, because I think there's going to be a story mode, and that's why they threw King K. Rool, Ridley, Dark Samus, all in as
Shadow's
villains.
going to be in there too.
Shadow, yeah.
I'm actually mad at myself for predicting Nightmare because I don't want any more sword characters. So
That's why they're putting Voldo in.
Well,
That's
technically,
not a sword, not a
technically
sword.
Isn't Robin a villain? Like, if we're going by the story of
It's not most of the time.
not most, but technically that's the villain. Like
I
of all the
guess.
characters that they have from Fire Emblem, that's the one that can be considered connected to a villain in some
Yeah,
way.
but I don't think they will. They don't like spoiling games.
That's true.
oh my goodness, what is happening out there? Jeez. All right.
Also, technically, Richter can be considered a villain as well from Castlevania.
I never played Richter's games.
Interestingly enough,
That would be a good.
Richter
like,
is a bad guy at one point in the series.
They'll
so-
probably tap into that if there is. So let's talk about the story mode. So did anybody? You got a prediction about the single player mode or something at some point?
I want more Smash 64 things to come back.
Okay. Such
Break
as
the targets,
Break the
board the
targets, yeah.
platforms, race to the finish, all that good stuff.
I agree.
Oh, and I want
completely agree.
Kirby team to be back too, because then like Kirby could
like
showcase.
the fighting team.
Yeah.
So-
Fighting teams.
Yeah.
Here's why that last one can't happen. All right. There are 65 characters currently, something like
Right.
So I think they're up to 68.
Well, that means it
that.
can be
Imagine
All-Star,
fighting the
yeah.
Kirby team for 60.
They can have different characters every time though. Like
That's
All-Star
true, there's
mode
a lot
too.
of
Gets,
variety.
All-Star gets shot because of that.
They could just
It's
cap
so
it at
long.
32.
It's so long, yeah.
It would have to be just 30
It's
characters.
just randomized, like
or whatever
yeah.
number, arbitrary.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't really matter.
I could see that happening.
I could also see you fighting 70 characters, for fun.
Just for funsies. That could be some sort of gauntlet mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Waluigi will never get in.
Who's saying they want Waluigi? Bot shrimp.
what if the director's like Sakurai just like drops everything and he
He's an
listens
assist
to our
trophy.
he
He's
listens
an
to our
assist trophy.
pleas and he's just like Waluigi's no longer an assist trophy.
He's gone.
we heard your voices.
I
To
think
my
that
Waluigi
would be
friends
sick
out
if he
there,
was-
Never ever. It's just not going to happen.
Yo, Frank, if you could ask them to quiet down out there.
They just found a, they just saw a Voldo leak. That's my only explanation.
Sorry.
Oh.
So, I have another prediction for the single player mode as well. So, right now we have that blurred out mode called Spirits mode for some people.
How do we know it's called Spirits?
We don't.
Okay, all right,
So-
then don't even bother.
People are calling it Spirits mode because if you unblur the text, you somehow end up with the word Spirits.
Can you unblur stuff? I thought that was. I thought that was hazy. 'Cause
So,
Allegedly.
can I level a prediction about that?
it's called story mode.
I think it might be Chow Garden. They are.
That's why
putting-
Sonic is in.
They're putting a Chow
That's
Garden.
why Shadow's in.
I said this last week, I think. You got to put chows in the game. And their move is they pick you, their final smash is they pick you up and drop you off the ledge. That's the final smash.
They throw you.
Imagine Voldo
they put
throwing
you in a-
Chows.
They put you in an egg. They put you in an egg and throw you at the cliffside.
They just impale them.
He's so weird.
Yeah. So what is this? What is this we have behind me? So this says in the Japanese trailer it says some Japanese stuff, which is the English word spirits.
No, that says spirits.
yeah.
No, I can actually read that.
You can read that?
That does say spirits.
What a weed.
Can you read that, or can you read the English words?
No, I can read the Japanese there.
Okay.
Yeah, that does say spirits.
To the Google Translate.
Spirits.
Spirit.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes.
I still think it's gonna be like Brawl, where
guys.
you're gonna get all the. That's just gonna be, hey, want to get the characters in a way that isn't weird? Play through the story.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know why. If it is called Spirits, like I can't fathom a prediction why how that could be related to the single player mode.
You could summon in characters by their
Spooky summoning. I don't know.
trophies or basically the trophies in Smash were what led
Yeah,
to
you could like
amiibos.
summon their spirit. I guess you could summon their essence.
And
Via their
imagine all the
trophy.
teams we could get. The like all the dynamic duos from Brawl.
I love that. I love like Pikachu teaming up with Samus.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
we
like
get
that.
like
That was so cool.
Yeah, seriously.
we get like Luigi and Voldo.
Yeah, Minecraft
both doing the
Steve
worm.
and guy from Doom.
That's what I'm
That's,
saying. Samus and Doom guy.
yo, I could see them doing Luigi and Voldo.
I ship that. Actually, guys, check out my DeviantArt. You can look up deviantart.com/chimney stacks. You can find a lot of. Actually, I don't know if I can say it on stream, but
All right.
all I gotta say is if you're really into Doom guy and Samus Aran, you know where to look.
All right. So, anyone else have any thoughts on this mysterious spirits mode?
It's going to be the way that you unlock characters.
Okay.
I think they hinted at it in the Simon Belmont trailer with Luigi turning into a ghost.
Right.
I think they hinted at that with everyone being met. No, I think that was just Luigi turning into a ghost.
No,
I really think you're reading into that one.
I think it might have been hinted at because
He was playing
It may not
Luigi's
be
Mansion. He
directly-
turned into a ghost.
Luigi never dies in Luigi's Mansion. like
Not
that.
in this game.
The Grim
All of
Reaper-
the main
Grim Reaper
characters.
literally
Listen,
came
we're gonna have Mario die,
ripped
Mega
the
Man
soul
die,
out of
Luigi
him.
die, Kirby's going to die.
No.
It's just a fact. They're all gonna die, and then all the
There's no
secondary
reason.
characters are gonna have to save them. You're gonna have to play as Bayonetta saving Kirby.
I won't play that.
You're going to be
You're going
Kirby
to have
saving
to.
Bayonetta.
The way
No,
I
no, no.
see it-
You're gonna play as Bayo saving Kirby. It's gonna make all of the 30, all of the 25 and up, immediately upset.
Spirits mode is probably
It's a
going to
fact.
be like a substitute for adventure mode, at least in my eyes, and it's going to involve like the boss fights that we've been hearing about. And I'm pretty confident that it's going to be the way that you unlock all the characters,
Right.
because we're going to start out with the N64 roster, so we're going to
Yeah.
start out with the original 8.
Luigi's not fine.
So the quote from the last direct was that you will be constantly unlocking characters all the time, right? That's how it was phrased. And then it showed characters just coming onto the screen from every direction. So would the dedicated single player mode, like that can't be the only way to unlock characters.
No,
if you're
versus
gonna
mode
be-
matches, like
Yeah.
numbers. That's in every game, though.
Even in Brawl, I think there were different
Yeah.
ways too.
Yes,
but
there
the
were.
story mode, I think, is the coolest.
I think that would be sick.
the way it typically is, it's there's a defined way to unlock the character, and then there's play a certain amount of versus mode
Right.
matches, and you get that character. I don't know if they're gonna do like what Melee did, where you have to do very specific things to get characters.
No, I
Right.
think they'll leave that for the stages and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I personally prefer the Melee method. I just think that was more fun. But
I think the story mode would be really cool.
Yeah.
yeah, adventure
Story
mode,
mode's
like
the best.
Oh, are they?
adventure
I
mode,
don't
yeah.
know. The stages might be day one.
It's possible. I think they Yeah, that
All right,
might
I'm
have been
wrong.
something confirmed
that's good.
already.
Awesome.
That the
I have
stages
no
are
idea.
all unlocked. That's cool.
Really nice little touch, by the way. Selecting your stage before you select your characters.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
You know what's really good about
That's gonna
that
trip
also?
everyone up for a week.
It is, but it's good because that's gonna cut the loading time down because loading the
Sure.
stage is I imagine the longer part,
Yeah.
right? So it's loading in the background while you select your characters.
Brilliant.
Makes sense to me.
Thank you, Masahiro Sakurai.
That's true.
It's also going to change how people like choose their characters too. Some people pick the stage based on the character they pick, and now people are going to pick the character maybe based on the stage.
Which is good. I think that makes it makes for a more
Streamlined.
integrous.
Yeah.
The integrity of the fight is better because you didn't pick the stage because you play a zoner. You picked your zoner because of the stage. I don't know. It makes.
I don't know,
it
it's like the
makes-
same, maybe just a different.
Yeah, I really
way.
hope. I hope the meta shifts to everyone has 2, 3, 4 characters because there's just too many, and there's. I really hope if the game's well made enough and parry and everything, all the universal changes are big enough, to where your main's going to lose to a quarter of the cast,
Yeah.
random number, but
nice.
another character you play is going to beat that quarter, then lose to a different quarter, and
Yeah, and I think like it's tough because like there's been such a there's a dedicated language in the Smash community. That's,
Sure.
I see it more than most other games where it's like, who do you main? Is like the first question a lot of people will ask you,
yeah.
and like you must main a character, and it's the king.
The-
He's been decrowned, but like in no other game, it's where you can't. In Smash, it's almost unacceptable to be like, oh, I kind of just play the whole cast, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Nah,
not
it's
a
you're not
stigma.
seen as good
Yeah, if you say that, like you're.
because out of the top level players, who can do that?
I mean, like
Anti comes to mind.
this isn't necessarily a Smash 4 thing, but like Mewtwo King kind of
Yeah,
plays
Mewtwo King,
everybody,
yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of Smash 4 and Anti Kameme, or however you say his name. What? Black Twins, but he's not up there with those two.
Still,
I'm trying to think of
good.
like. No, he's still good, sure, yeah. Those are like the two top 30, whatever you want to call it. that I can think of.
Stage bans are going to be interesting now because you don't know what character they're going to pick.
Tweak.
So you have to ban stages based on assumptions.
yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how that works out.
It'll lead to things being less counterpick heavy and more like, I just simply don't like this stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just playing to your own preferences rather than trying to exploit a stage picking, you know, at least for tournament play. It's going to lead to a lot better of an experience where, like, you don't get shoehorned into playing stages that are horrible for your character.
And I think with the more stages are way better.
Yeah.
I don't think we should have like a 15 stage list. That's going to be huge.
Well, I mean,
I don't see it being like unreasonable. There's so many stages.
That's the
that are
problem.
legal-
I think that's a
legal
problem
material.
too. I think there's now too many. Like I think if we kept 5 starters, no more than 5 counter picks, that would be good.
yeah, I mean, PM makes that work. I think the 5 and 5 is what they use. Sometimes 7 and 3.
I think the more stages that we have, it might be better for the meta.
Well, let's actually talk about stages since we're doing some predictions. How many? So there's currently 103 revealed stages. There was a resource out there that quote leaked that there's going to be 108 final number of stages.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to get 5 stages in tomorrow's direct? Do you think we're going to get more? Do you think that leak was accurate? What are you looking for? What kind of stages do you want to see?
I definitely want to see more like tournament stages. I feel like there's not enough, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
there's so many crazy stages out there, and then there's only like 4. How many?
Yeah, but you got to remember
double
that most of the people play Smash don't play in tournaments,
Yeah.
so that's the thing.
Yeah, but
Right.
with 103, you think
Yeah.
we could get
Oh,
more
I'm
than
sure.
5. You know,
Yeah,
like-
I think we already have like confirmed at least 10.
we do, but a lot of them are still on the jankier end
Sure,
of
yeah.
things. You know.
What's weird to me is that they have like there's some stages I'm pretty sure aren't in there. Like Poke Floats is not in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
I heard we're getting that back. I don't
So
know.
Pokefloats has not
So
been
far
confirmed
not.
in the game yet.
Mm. I can wear my
They
Pikachu.
also have Flat
costume.
Zone X and Flat Zone 2, I believe, but no Flat Zone 1.
There was an X.
Yeah, that's the one on Wii U.
I didn't even. That's just flat
It's
zone.
just Flat Zone X, right?
Okay, so
Okay,
just
so
Flat
there's
Zone
no
X is
Flat
confirmed?
Zone 2. There's no Flat Zone 2 or 1. And I think that Flat
strange.
Zone 1 was the best one, and we're not getting that. And Flat Zone X was buns. Flat Zone X is buns. If you like that stage,
Which one was that?
money match me.
Smash 4.
And you know he's serious because he's wearing his beard up. He's wearing his hair upside down.
It's bad.
Oh.
It's a bad stage.
Your crown is definitely
is-
upside down.
Is Pac-Land coming back?
Probably.
Please no.
Because if they
I'd
don't-
imagine, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's coming back. Do they have the normal Pac-Man stage from the 3DS one that's actually Pac-Man?
Probably not.
No, that's in. That's confirmed in. I've seen.
Oh, then yeah. Don't listen to me about anything.
Because Pac-Land is also all right. If you like Pac-Land, money match me.
Hold on. There's a new game mode that I didn't get a chance to play. But if you all pick Little Mac and then like change the game like weight or speed or whatever is to heavy, and then change the game speed to fast, then it's just who can survive the longest on Pac-Land.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's
This is like
it's
some
just
custom fun
yeah,
mode
yeah,
that
it's a
people
fun
do.
mode. Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
I think
Because
it's
Little
such a-
Mac falls like a rock
Right.
in that mode, and the stage moves
Is there
really
pits
fast.
in that stage?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I understand the history it has with Pac-Man as a game.
I don't.
I don't.
but I don't-
That wasn't a good game.
It wasn't a good game. 1, 2. It looks like it's made in MS Paint.
Yes.
3,
It was.
Scrolling stages are never fun.
Yes.
Horizontal scrolling stages even less so.
It's
No,
the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
I think
it's the wor-
verticals are better.
I don't want to argue that
Because-
at all. I just they're both bad.
They are both.
They
bad.
are both bad. I don't want
They're-
to play on either one.
It's two different horrible things that we're comparing. These are both bad. It's
Yeah.
Vertical and horizontal both scrolling are both bad.
We haven't got any diagonals.
Well, there's
I-
the Rainbow Cruise. I don't know.
I just feel like Smash is,
Yeah.
Smash is designed around platforming, so a vertical stage is more focused on platforming, while a horizontal stage is just obstacles in the way that get you stuck in the blast zone when someone hits you there.
Yeah.
That's
And
because
it's
you
just
can platform
It's
well
like
enough.
race to the finish, but like a
Because
really
you can't
bad
see because they're in the off the
race to
screen.
the finish.
You know? Yeah, it does end up being like race to the finish. Who can move fastest? Like slow characters are never going to be good on horizontal stages like that. I don't know. It just seems like such a ugly stage. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have a blast on it. I know my friend Anthony loves that stage. Has so much fun on it.
Oh my
But, like,
god.
It's
It's-
you know, it's
I
casual
can't.
city,
I
so of
can't.
course. But like even casually, I can't enjoy that stage.
I just can't in any capacity. I can't enjoy it.
I don't know.
Same deal with like Mario. What was it? Mario. Was it Mario Land or whatever? Where it's
Rainbow Cruise, I think. you
No,
know.
No,
the one
it's
on
the one-
in Brawl that's like the
Brawl,
gritty
like
version
the
of Mario.
Oh
desert-
yeah, that one was
the de-
awful.
The 1-1.
Yep.
I only like that one because of the 1-2 version.
Yes. Yeah, that one
You
was
can-
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Why did they go for a desert theme with that one?
I don't know. It's such a weird decision.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't tell you.
So I don't know. One of my biggest one of the biggest curiosities I think for the stages so far is that almost every N64 stage is here except for like 2.
Which
Which
one?
ones? Sector Z, right? Is one of
Sector
them?
Z is
What?
not
That's
here.
like a great one.
But we do have Corneria already confirmed.
Yeah, we have Cornelia.
Right.
In a different form.
And then Super Mario Bros.
And then
The other one, I think?
Peaches?
the other one
Or
is
is it Brinstar?
Brinstar. Oh, Plant Zebs, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, the Metroid stage is currently not here, but Brinstar is here. So the only thing is Brinstar is very similar to
Yeah.
Planet Zebs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so like they're like, we're gonna put the same stage in twice, probably not. Same thing with Corneria.
Yeah.
But for completionist's sake, it's like why not just put all the N64 stages in so that you could say you have them all, right?
Yeah.
It's weird to me that they went with the everyone is here thing to the point of redundancy, where you have like Young Link and Toon Link and then normal Link.
Yeah.
But like they can't put
Normal
in like,
Link doesn't
a
have a-
couple stages that
That's
are
what I'm
like
saying.
Yeah.
they're easy to port. They're not like Planet Zeb is. It's not like super intense. It's like it's
You
an
can
N64
you can
stage.
copy and paste the lava from the Brinstar stage and just change the platform layouts to be there are more straight lines rather than curved lines, and that's all you have to do.
Normal Link doesn't have a hook shot anymore. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
Normal Link has a normal grab.
Wow.
Dude, imagine just going up to someone with the link
Ooh.
just snatching
Wow.
them.
He
Interesting.
throws a remote bomb at you, and you can
And-
detonate it or grab
and
you.
you can manually detonate. You can set it at the ledge, and you can detonate.
Oh
it when
yeah.
someone's trying to
Normal
cover.
Link is either gonna be really good or terrible.
I think it's gonna be horrible.
I think it's gonna be great.
I think I'm going to use Young Link.
Young Link is who I'm looking to
Also,
use too.
Yeah.
The
Ganon.
alternate costumes for normal Link, where he has like an actual Link tunic, look like trash. Of all the ones that they picked for him,
I
they
wish-
picked like that Zelda CDI look.
Well,
What
that's
are you
that's
doing?
the
What are you
tunic in the
doing?
game.
I know it is.
I wish I wish
terrible.
they gave him pants because it's not good.
They gave him like his OG. They gave him the tunic from like Zelda 1.
Yeah,
where
they
he's
gave
got
him-
like brown sleeves underneath.
I can't with that.
If you
I
play
like
Breath
it.
of the Wild and you give him the Hylian trousers with the tunic, it looks way better. It looks 10 times better.
I just miss Link from like Twilight Princess or
Yeah,
like
best
Smash
Zelda game.
4 Link. Like those are like. Hey,
Yeah, but you've had that one for
hey.
like
I don't know about that.
You've had the Twilight Princess Link for like 3 games in a row now, so.
Well, no. After Brawl, it was like
It was the
Brawl,
Brawl,
Smash 4.
and then Smash 4.
Smash 4 wasn't Twilight Princess Link.
Smash 4 was a hybrid between that and
It
Skyward.
was like a non-specific Link.
Yeah, but if I had to pick the one that it's closest to, I'd say Skyward Sword, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Ganon, you know? And
Yeah,
same thing with Zelda.
Oh, I really welcome the Ganon change. I'm very, very happy we got Ocarina again, or like a
Yeah.
I'm just
Slightly
mad that
Ocarina
like
again.
they gave us Breath of the Wild Link, but not Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Yeah, they wanted to include one of the worst Zelda games.
What does bother?
If it's deal,
I'll defend it.
what you're saying? You're saying which game is?
I just don't
Zelda?
like
Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I never.
Come on.
That's one of the few Zelda games I didn't
a good
finish,
one.
but not because it's bad. I just didn't
That's
have
why
time.
I didn't finish it.
It is easy.
I didn't like it.
Nintendo, if you're watching this, can I ask you a question?
That's my dad you're talking to. Nintendo's my dad.
Your face is dad. Let me ask you.
When is Voldo coming?
Let me ask you something.
Oh my God.
Just work with me here, okay? Why is it that Zelda, one of your biggest franchises ever, has not gotten a new Smash Bros. Rep? It hasn't gotten a new Smash Bros. Rep in 3 games.
Remember when
And
people
you
thought
have 3 links, but you can't put a new character in the game, like a new actual Zelda. And then the villain character for Zelda is a clone of Captain Falcon. Why does Zelda get the worst treatment in Smash Bros? I don't get it. And
It's
then on
so
top
true.
of that, you give Ike
Yeah, we
his
want
old
her.
look. You give him 2 different looks.
Yeah.
You change Ganon. You don't give him his Twilight Princess look. You change Link. You don't give him his original look. You change Zelda. You don't give her original look. Why you do that, man?
DLC money. You want to
Yeah,
pay $1 and get a
They're-
different
They're
skin?
gonna sell all these skins. a la
Ocarina, they're
carte.
but Fire
gonna
Emblem-
sell you like 30 different kinds of links.
Fire Emblem comes with it though, because
There's
Fire
not
Emblem
enough
has
links.
Insane like special preference in Smash Bros. You got to have 7 Fire Emblem characters.
That's because it has a history of being a promo for the games.
Fire Emblem is just human Pokemon at this point. That's
They
how it
should,
feels.
yeah, they should just cut.
That's why. That's
It should
100%
just be
why.
Marth, Robin, Ike. Like there's a real chance we're just gonna get the new Fire Emblem Switch character in Smash just because of precedent. Like,
It blows my mind how Fire Emblem is a series that has like 10 different weapon classes, and you
I mean,
have
only
and you have
All
only
swords.
swords.
and everyone in it is just swords.
There's only like 2 or 3 non-sword lords. Lords are the main characters.
yeah.
Ephraim, they're not gonna put in. Hector, they're not gonna put in. Yeah, I know.
I love Hector.
I'm sorry, Frank.
I know. They should have just given Ike a sword in one of his ults. Ike an axe in one of his ults because he
Just
can
put
use
Hector.
one.
Just throw in Hector. You got the axe.
Give Ike the axe. He can
you
use
can give
one.
you can give Ike the axe.
All right, guys, we are running out of time. What other predictions do we have? Any other stage predictions? Are we gonna move back to characters or maybe some game modes? I don't know.
Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, it's a
No,
pretty reasonable stage.
Actually, I really would like to see in some capacity, like as you said, break the targets. I feel like it has
Break
to
the
come back.
targets. Yeah.
What about
And
a
I-
demo?
A demo.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we want board the platform.
I don't-
exactly.
If everyone is here and you're really like harkening back to the old days,
Like
bring
me.
back break the targets. I don't want Angry Birds like you put in Smash 4.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't want Angry Birds break the targets. Give me like unique platforming levels that I can go around and break some real targets. You know what I'm saying?
And learn how to use your characters.
Learn how
Yeah.
to use your
Yeah.
characters.
Board some-
exactly.
Dang platforms,
All
too.
right, so this isn't much to ask because every indie game on the planet can do this. Geometry Wars from the year 2005 or whatever can do this. All right, include break the targets. All right, Nintendo, I'm talking to you directly now. I'm talking to my dad. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Dad.
Include break the targets, board the platform, race to the finish, or any combination of those 3. It doesn't even have to be all of them. I'd be happy with just one. But the thing that you need is an online leaderboard. It's so easy.
Yes.
You save your score on the console and just put it on the internet so that people can see who's the best. Because right now we have to use YouTube videos to figure out who's the best. Why
That's
not
true.
let us know based on you? You tell us who's the best. It's not hard.
Also,
Geometry Wars did it 10 years ago.
bring back custom stages. Let me make custom
Yeah.
stages again.
Stage
and
builder?
if you do bring back Stage Builder, let me make custom break the targets levels.
That
Can
would
we
actually be so
share
cool.
custom break the targets levels? Why has this not happened? You
Because
had, like,
Break the Targets is Angry Birds. That's why it hasn't
yeah,
happened.
because we have to
I-
because
I missed that
Wait.
mobile
point. I
phone
don't get the
games,
angry
little
ones.
kitties.
What
who
about
play-
break the targets while you're fighting? So whoever like breaks the most I don't know.
That's what the 32-player mode's going to be.
Yeah.
However, you break.
Everyone just breaking targets.
Fang, I'm Pikachu. This is my Pikachu costume.
Yeah, that's a Pikachu costume.
Yeah.
Can we talk about a demo, please?
Yes, so a demo. So
I want.
if that's a huge prediction
Yes.
to make. If a demo does get announced tomorrow, and it drops for like
I'll have a heart
it
attack.
drops on like November 21st or something like that, like we're running tournaments for it 100%.
Oh, I guess I have to go.
Yeah.
I think I have no other recourse.
I'm not playing.
5 characters.
No.
You're gonna get
Pikachu.
Mario,
Waiting for the
Mega
photos.
Man, Pikachu, Link, and Voldo as your 5
Oh
characters.
my god.
As your 5 characters you're allowed to play.
Why I want to wait for the full release because I want to get my copy, sit down, put it in, and start with just the 8 characters.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
Slowly
that
unlock
and
my
only beat
roster.
story mode, and that's how I'm unlocking my roster. There's no way I'm using the amiibo.
Fang asks, why is Kyle a trash can? That's a good
I'm
question.
Pikachu. I don't get why you don't get it.
So what do you think the demo is going to be? Like if we do get it, what's your full prediction?
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be like the main characters: Pikachu, Mario, Kirby, Link,
Voldo.
maybe somebody, somebody new, like I don't know, Ridley or something like that, just so we can try him out. And just like a very basic kind of game, like a couple stages. Yeah!
Oh, that'd be hype.
Oh, that
Got
sound
me
effect.
hyped with the Smash 64 sound effects.
Is that a Smash 64 soundboard?
That is definitely.
Oh, please bookmark that, Trevor.
Can you hit him? Hit me with the free for all. Hit me with the free for all if you got.
Break the targets.
Hit me with the Voldo.
Hit me with the break the
Modded
targets.
into Smash
I need-
64.
I need board the platforms. Found not found?
Come on, man.
Oh, I don't think it's going to happen.
Choose your character.
No,
Oh,
that's
it's
Melee.
got all the Smash games, huh?
That's pretty cool.
Choose your character.
What was that? What was that?
Oh, no.
What was that? Super Smash Flash.
Choose your fighter.
No. You should have
No.
like that voice that you type into the computer. It's like choose your fighter.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
better.
get
That would be better than the
Microsoft
brawl.
Steve.
Yes.
Mario will be good though.
Steve.
Choose your character.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds
That's
right.
Melee.
Kirby.
Voldo.
Or,
Samos.
yeah, that's 64.
Yep.
Hit him with Captain Falcon.
No, that's
Oh, no. We're in Japan.
Sea Falc.
Captain Falcon.
See,
show me your moves.
Are you playing Falcon, the new one?
I kind of want to don't touch him. I don't want to touch him because I don't want to mess up how I play him in melee.
What if Melee dies?
I'll play ultimate.
Yeah.
Look, guys,
Is Melee gonna die though?
is melee gonna die? Is that the real?
These are
do you
some
really
somber
think-
predictions. I don't know. If
I don't
wanna-
think so.
I think Melee will stay just fine.
I think it takes a hit, but it stays mostly fine.
Melee is a very dedicated community, and
It
they're
could,
not going to let.
but the
it
hit that it takes could be supplemented by the fact that there's new people in the Smash community on the whole, and those people might find their way over to Melee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or they won't.
Or they won't. But I'm
Or they-
saying like
yeah.
X people will leave for Ultimate, but Ultimate will also gain new people into the Smash realm. You know.
I am not going O2. I didn't go O2 once in Smash 4. I'm not going O2 in Ultimate. It's just not how it is.
Actually, the only times I've ever entered a Smash 4 tournament, I've never gone 0-2.
Nice.
And I don't even play the game. So when Ultimate comes around and you see me playing Ridley, guys,
Thought you
Do you
were playing Young Link.
I'm going to play Ridley.
Oh, he's changing.
Do you
he's changing
really
the
want?
story.
No. I was just going to play. If I had to choose between the links, I was going to play Young Link.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm playing a character, I'm going to be playing Ridley, boys. And guess what?
Don't play Mega
It's been
Man.
a long time coming. I've been asking for Ridley since Melee, and
Since
guess
that,
what?
Since that intro cutscene,
Now it's happening.
That's
Red
it.
Ridley, Super Metroid cover art.
it's really threatening when you hit the sword on your hand. All right. Any last minute predictions? I'm looking at this picture behind us. We didn't talk about Rayman. We didn't talk about Rex. The guy from Wonderful 101.
Zeraora?
Wonder Red.
Yeah.
Miss
Zeraora.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, we did mention Pokemon on other episodes too. Like, I think a Pokemon reveal is very likely, but
I don't know. Like as much as I love Pokemon, we have enough characters.
Is that Rayman's arm?
Sans?
yeah, he's like putting it towards the camera.
Okay, I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, Sans from Undertale. Oh, so that was another thing. So the developer of Undertale released some sort of game today. or
Yeah,
something?
it's like a new game.
I don't know anything about it.
So it's like a demo, and at the end of the demo, one of the characters
You
is.
say anything, I'll punch you in the mouth.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, it's not a spoiler. He just makes a Smash reference, okay? That's all I'm saying.
According to Frank's face, that was a spoiler.
There's no
Listen,
way.
listen,
There's
man.
no way. I do not.
I'm
No,
not giving-
please. Please,
There's
no
a Smash,
Sans.
there's a
Please,
Smash
no Sans in
reference.
Smash
There's a
Bros.
Smash reference in this new game by the developer of Undertale. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it came out a day before the direct. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Sans confirmed.
Sans is gonna be an assist
Not saying any
trophy.
spoilers, but yeah.
Please no Sans. Okay.
I don't know.
We're getting Black Knight. We're getting Steve.
No, Steve.
We're
No
getting.
Steve either.
Oh,
Who else are we
Steve.
getting?
I'll cry.
Who else are we getting?
I think Steve deserves it.
No.
I don't.
Really?
Honestly, I kind of
Ooh.
actually do think he deserves it, but I don't want him.
I don't
to be
think-
in.
Good little Steve.
I don't
like,
think
I do
ouch,
think-
ouch sound every time he gets hit.
I don't think he'll make it in, but I think he deserves to be here.
I think he's
There's
legitimate.
characters that
Yeah.
don't deserve to be in Smash, and they're already here. I think Steve deserves
True.
it than a lot more than the current cast. You know,
Yeah, like
I think Doom Guy deserves it more than Steve does.
false.
no,
Not false.
no, that's false. Yeah, that's straight
Doom
false.
Guy pioneered a whole genre of games.
I mean,
So did Minecraft, kind of.
No, it
yeah.
didn't.
I want to-
Legos, bro. Legos been around for a long time.
All right,
I think Rayman would be sick though, because he can punch and his fist would throw, and then he could use his
Yeah.
ears to fly up with the
His-
recovery.
Rayman would fit pretty
Yeah.
well, yeah.
His moveset is perfect for
For
Smash.
Smash,
It's
yeah.
perfect, and
I want him so
somehow-
bad.
I'm one
Yeah.
of the only people I think that doesn't want Rayman.
I am.
Why?
I think his
Unbiased.
I hate Rayman, and I think his design is very dated. He is so 90s.
Like, what are his
it
hitboxes
hurts.
gonna be?
Oh,
He has
Hurt boxes.
Game and
What
Watch,
are you
like
gonna
he's
do?
not 80s.
it's a very Dawson
but-
type thing. You know.
It's
Yeah.
different. I mean, like this,
'Cause he's
everything.
classic.
Everything about the design of Rayman screams. He was designed in the 1990s. With
Yeah.
that like hairstyle
Yeah.
and like the hoodie.
Yeah.
And like, just,
And
like
no one had arms or legs in the
like,
1990s
while
either.
guys, while we're at it, let's get Amanda Bynes. in,
Yes.
Yo,
Smash
Cosmos,
Bros.
though.
The dancing lobsters as an assist
Amanda
trophy.
Bynes, get the whole cast of all that. Into
Drake and
Smash
Josh.
Bros. Drake and Josh, Keenan and Kel.
All right, we get it. We get it.
Look, guys, I'm just saying. If we're getting Rayman in there, let's just open the floodgates. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I noticed we have Rex from Xenoblade, and we also have Rex from Toy Story.
Toy
Yeah.
Story 2 was a game on the N64.
So was. You know what? That might be true. I don't have a response to that.
No. I think Rex is a very likely.
He deserves
character.
it.
Chibi Robo.
Chibi Robo was
Chibi
one of my
Robo?
favorite games.
I love that game.
It's good stuff.
And it's never gonna happen as
I-
a Smash rap.
I don't
really,
think it.
kills
I
me.
don't expect it.
Reminds me of the '90s.
I would want the kid more than anything. The kid. Look at the kid center screen. All happy.
Who is this kid?
He's from Bastion.
That's the guy
Oh,
from
okay.
That's his name. The kid.
Bastion.
That's
Man.
really his name, the kid.
They only give him a name. They call him the kid.
Okay.
I'm a big supporter of Chibi Robo, Wonder Red, which is
Voldo?
also not gonna happen.
I'm right up there.
Voldo, I also support Voldo.
Thank you for
I'm
agreeing.
gonna put a dollar amount on Miss Pac-Man. That seems very likely, considering they invented an entire class of characters called Echo Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So-
Voldo's gonna be an echo of Luigi.
That's,
Oh my
that
God.
makes a good deal of sense.
Imagine he doesn't do any of his creepy movements. He just does Luigi stuff.
Just regular old
Just
Luigi
like a
stuff.
fireball.
Yep. All right. I think we are out
Is
of
that
time.
Voldo? Is that actually Voldo over there?
Yeah, he's chilling in the back.
Yeah, put him up there.
yeah.
No way.
They gotta make him bigger. He's sneaking on there.
Can we get Teletubbies in Smash Bros?
All right, that's what I gotta call it. All right, we are out of time for today's episode.
Court dismissed. Bring in the dancing lessons.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, please tune in tomorrow. We're going to be live at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
I can't watch that either.
Oh, dude, come on. We're going to have our reactions to the Direct tomorrow. We're going to be discussing. I'm sure there's going to be so much to discuss. The Direct is 40 minutes long. We're going to be learning everything else. This is the last one, so make sure you tune in and watch the Direct. And then after you do that, tune in and watch us here live. We'll be on YouTube shortly after. If you guys aren't on the show, where can we find you?
Right now, I'm absent from social media, so
Okay.
you can only find me here.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes, every once in a while at the tourneys, but I'll be back.
So what was your DeviantArt account again?
If you want to find me, you take yourself a trip to a little place I like to call the Jake's 58. Or you can go to the Tropicana. You can go to the Tropicana or Borgata or Hard Rock or Harris Casino in Atlantic City.
Oh my
Westgate Casino in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Sit down at one of the tables. Throw one of those nice little pretty chips on the table, and I guarantee you, at some point, you put enough money into it, you'll see me, buddy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And so,
You'll
where
meet
can
me.
people find you?
You can find me on Twitter. Don't find me in real life.
Okay. So just Sown, Soa?
Yeah, 3 3/4.
Sown. Right. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm Face. You'll find me on this podcast every week, but you'll also find me on Twitter.
That is my Twitter.
Yeah.
Yep.
There it is. There he is, the Sown guy.
I might get a real profile picture soon. I'm thinking about it.
Nah, using anime characters is what all the cool people do.
It's not. It's just a drawing. It's not anime.
Oh, that's that's your new Twitter handle.
Yep.
No handle in 2018. Oh, lol. All right.
Chimney
yes,
Stacks
guys.
doesn't have a Twitter. Oh, nice.
I'll make a Twitter
Make sure.
eventually.
I'll make a
Yes.
Twitter. I'll make a Twitter
in a couple months.
just so that when I come on here, you guys can go to my page and
Yeah.
I'll post a bunch of BS just to annoy everybody that decides to follow me.
You can all tweet at me when Voldo gets in.
You can follow the Super Smash Show Twitter at Super Smash Show. We also have a Facebook page.
I
And
didn't
you can
know you
follow
had
us
a
there.
Twitter.
Yeah, we do have a Twitter. Super Smash Show is the place to find us. Also, of course, we have our YouTube channel, which is where we put all of these recordings. You're probably watching it there right now, possibly. If you do, make sure you share your friends with, share these videos. I would love if these got some more traction.
Yep.
That's youtube.com/AON Gaming. All right, we'll be back here tomorrow for the exciting post Nintendo Direct thing. Yay!
Yay!
Hopefully-
Can't
I won't be
wait.
back.
Hopefully
I'll
I'll
be
be
sad.
here and maybe
Well,
I'll be able to join.
I'll have some different
I
people
can't watch.
possibly. Who
I
knows?
can't watch until 6.
Well, don't avoid spoilers at all
I'll be
costs.
very. My phone's just gonna be off.
I would very much actually like to be here for that discussion.
Then you'll be here.
Let me know if it's possible.
It is.
Okay.
Then so it shall be.
It has willed.
The king has decreed it. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Frank, what do you think we should do for our Big Smash Ultimate event?
I was thinking something that could just sort of bring the islands together. Maybe even involve the city guys.
I was thinking about something that really blows away everybody with production value.
You know, if you don't have anything better, maybe we can just invite out the top 20 guys in New York.
We definitely need like 16 more screens and maybe run 4 streams.
Well, we need to stay realistic because we went over our budget for the last event.
I've got it!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you telling me that's not 1 Days of Smash, not 2 Days of Smash, but 3 Days of Smash?
Don't you think that's a bit much?
Are people going to sleep here?
No. I'm gonna make sure people are showering, bathing. Proper hygiene is gonna get practiced for once.
You know, maybe we can even get one of those Old Spice sponsorships.
Either way, it's gonna be a great blowout party celebration of Smash.
Yeah, you know what? I think I like it. We can turn it into like a big event with side events of all kinds. We could even do a raffle again. We could have events with items. We can have events with Final Smashes. This could be great.
Yeah, but what do we call it?
Yo, I'm getting absolutely murdered in fantasy football this week.
Wait, Trev, that could be it.
Guys, I know what we're going to do for the Smash Ultimate launch event. 7 days of Smash.
No!